Quite literally, the craziest trade in NBA history just went down. I still can't believe that it is true. I still cannot believe that this is the reality that we are living in right now, where the Dallas Mavericks have Luka goddamn Doncic, and they traded for Anthony Davis. Here's what Shams just tweeted about 12 minutes ago. And the reason I ain't hit record immediately because there's no way this was real in my mind. The Dallas Mavericks are trading Luka Doncic, Maxi Kleber, and Markieff Morris to the Lakers for Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and the 2029 first, 3-team deal, including Utah. Boom. He dropped that. And the problem is, right now, since Woj went on to take the same Bonaventure job, Shams Charania is basically the only newsbreaker, the only newsbreaker in the sport right now. You know, we got some other guys out there that do it here or there, but Shams is the big scoop guy. So in my mind, in everybody's mind, there has to be Shams getting hacked. I say there's no way it's happening. This is Shams getting hacked. The reply said, Kenny, check Instagram too. So I'm like, okay, I've been hacked on Twitter before. I'm smart enough to not have the same password to anything. Does Shams have the same password? No way, the biggest newsbreaker in all of our sport has the same password. And then it happened. Well, another guy that is in the know, Chris Hayes also tweeted, sources, in a blockbuster move, can confirm the Dallas Mavericks have traded Luka Doncic to the Lakers for Anthony Davis in the first round pick. Okay. Again, this is just breaking as of right now. And all I can say, isn't it crazy that the rich get richer? The Lakers basically go from Magic and Kareem to the Kobe Shaq, to Shaq leaving and it's just Kobe by himself, Kobe and Powell, Kobe with the young kids of the Jordan Clarkson and the Julius Randles, then they are bad for 3 years. And then LeBron comes to town. And then they use those little kids, the Julius Randles, the Brandon Ingrams of the world to bring in Anthony Davis. They get a 2020 championship. And now they get Luka Doncic. There's no context to this right now. The only way this trade happens, in my mind, without the context being out there right now, the only way this makes sense, or only way this is happening, is if Luka Doncic himself walked into the office with Mark Cuban or whoever the hell is in charge and said, trade me to the Lakers, no other place. Because why do you have a 5-year-old? How old is Luka Doncic? Is he finally 25? You know, they always do 25 under 25. A 25-year-old superstar, Luka Doncic, who just led his team to win the Western Conference last year. There is a 0% chance you trade him right now, unless that is the circumstances, right? And if you are going to trade him, you make it become somewhat public, right? So you get more than an aging superstar, Anthony Davis, who's great. Don't get me wrong, AD is a phenomenal basketball player, but a 30-plus-year-old superstar and then one first-round pick. If the other 29 teams are, and my watch is buzzing because everybody, I'm getting text messages. People, well, yeah, it's real, Unc. If you let the other 29 teams know that he is available, that Luka Doncic is available, you get a king's ransom. You remember what not Anthony Davis, what Kevin Durant got traded for with the Suns? You get that plus a little bit more if the other teams in basketball know that Luka Doncic is available. So he had to. He had to. He had to walk into the office and said, I want to be a Laker. No other place. And I'll question what the context is this. What player? And this is also new, right? Because there's always been this narrative, and I'm just spitballing because I was about to go to bed. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm in underwear right now. I don't think you needed to know that bit of information, but I didn't expect to come down here and record a video, right? There's always a narrative about the foreign-born players, the Giannis's, the Lukas, the Jokic's of the world being content and wanted to ride out and being loyal to the franchise that took a chance. In the Giannis case, who was a 130-pound 7-footer, or a Jokic case, who was drafted in the second round. You always get that narrative they're going to be true to their team. And I just kind of seen Luka Doncic as a guy that will be a Dallas Maverick for the rest of his career. I guess that's kind of dead, right? And I'm still refreshing to try to get any other context from any other reporter here, and I don't see any. Nobody knows at this moment in time. So So, here it is. Okay, so this is Tim McMahon. I believe that defense wins championships. Mavs GM Nico Harrison told ESPN regarding this motivation to trade Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis. I feel like I'm in a fucking Twilight Zone. Did I not make it? I believe that getting an all-defensive center and an all-defensive player with the defensive, all-NBA player with a defensive mindset gives us a better chance. We're built to win now and in the future. He had Luka Doncic. Who went to the finals. No way. Now and in the future, I gotta pause this video and I'm losing my mind. And look at my boy Mike, number one Lakers fan I know, has never had to see real struggle as a fan in his damn life. And now he got LeBron and Luka Doncic on his team. I'm envious as hell. I can't lie. And okay. Obviously, Nico Harrison is smoking some of that stuff. Because you were able to, again, make it to the finals. And again, if this is a real quote from Tim, and Tim is another one of the notable guys out there, you were able, matter of fact, let's do some research on the fly. You were able last season, specifically in the second half of the year, to have a top 5 defense around Luka Doncic. Yes, granted, Luka Doncic is never going to be a phenomenal defensive player. I think he has some pros of him being like the James Harden build, so he's a stockier guy. You can't back him down. He should get effort here or there. But you were able to build last year in your title run, you were able to build a really good defense around Luka. Derek Lively. I'm just realizing. So yeah, Anthony Davis want to play power forward. Damn it, you got Derek Lively and Anthony Davis playing together. But okay, hold on, because this is blowing my mind. Dallas last season, I got to look at post-trade deadline, because before the trade deadline, the defense wasn't very good, and they bring in PJ Washington, and then they bring in Daniel Gafford, and things shift dramatically. In Jason Kidd's era, the 2 runs that they went on, the conference finals run and then this NBA finals run, their defense was one of the main reasons why they were able to do that. Here are the stats. I'm doing this all on the fly, no edits or anything, but like, this is post-trade deadline. They had the 7th best defense. This is them right there. This is the 7th best defense around Luka Doncic. So yes, Luka himself is never going to help you raise your defensive ceiling or raise your defensive floor, but damn it, you got the people on the team that can do that. So now, okay. So Kyrie Irving, you the guy. That's basically what this is saying to me. Kyrie Irving, you're the guy. I honestly, round of a fucking applause for Rob Pelinka, by the way. Round of applause, man, because I killed him like 2 months ago about not doing this and not doing that. They just traded for Luka Doncic and they still got the 2031 first round pick. There really needs to be a center in LA. I know a center they can call up in Chicago. Shout out to Big Vooch. Now he definitely not gonna change the defensive ceiling. But moving forward, here's more. Okay, so more things are coming out as we go. So cool. This is from Underdog. This is from Tim McMahon as well. Mavs had concerns moving forward with Luka Doncic due to his conditioning issues, looming commitment of Supermax extension. This is so insane to me, bro. This is the craziest day in NBA recent NBA history, and we went through a Kevin Durant trade. We went through a Paul George and Kawhi Leonard trade at 2:00 in the morning. We went through the Anthony Davis trade, but at least there was some writing on the wall for some of those. Kevin Durant requested a trade to the Suns. Anthony Davis requested a trade to the Lakers. This is something that not a single soul in existence had the inkling that the Dallas Mavericks would think about trading Luka. And this makes it even more crazy because earlier in the video I said the only way you do this is if Luka Doncic walks to the office himself. No. They did that without it. And look, here it is. Mark Stein. Everything keeps breaking on the fly. Luka Doncic did not request a trade. The Mavs did this on their own accord, getting back Anthony Davis, but only one future pick from the Lakers in 2029 and a 25-year. This is the craziest day. Luka Doncic had been informed of the trade, I'm told, which was agreed upon late Saturday and immediately ranks as one of the most stunning trades, Thunderbolts. Man, this is insane, bro. Luka Doncic is one of the 3 greatest players in the league. and he is currently he currently just led a team to the finals. I'm gonna pause again. I'll be back. This is one of those trades, by the way, that we don't need to be talking about like X's and O's and fits and no. That's a video for 2 days from now. Forget all of that. This is a trade of just like, oh my God, what in the world is happening? And you know where I want to go next. What is happening in Dallas Mavericks Twitter? I know what Lakers Twitter is like. Shout out to Anthony Davis. Thank you for the 2020 championship. But this not only helps them right now. I mean, I still look at this Lakers team like this not going to championship. But you have Luka Doncic, who is a 25-year-old super duper star for the next 10 years. So Laker Nation is just set. Though they love Anthony Davis and love all that he gave to this team over the last 5 years, I think 97% of Lakers fans is like, yes, we're here. Right? On the Mavs side of things, this is where things get really interesting. So I got to go on their subreddit or something. So this is their reaction to the tweet that we were talking about defense. And again, this is blowing my mind, by the way. I feel like I'm in a nightmare, one of the dumbest moments in sports history. This guy's a full-blown moron. The Dallas Cowboys aren't now the worst ran team in town. What a stupid a-hole. Now PJ, our best defensive player, moves to the bench. Yeah, that was the thing I was thinking about as well, because obviously Anthony Davis has been crying for a center for 100 years. Damn, he just went to Shams last week and said, I love you, Laker Nation. Get me a center. They said, so the potential starting lineup, obviously the more important ones is Kai. Yeah, PJ has to go to the bench. PJ running 3 is just a little bit iffy to me, man. This is crazy. This might be the dumbest trade of our lives. And that makes it feel like I'm selling Anthony Davis short. He is phenomenal, but he is also 32 now? Is Anthony Davis 32 years old? Anthony Davis is 31. He'll be 32 next month. He'll be 32 years old. Oh my God. At least it's not I'm not rooting for this team. At least I'm not one of the ones rooting for this team. The number one upvoted thing is, if this is real, I'm done with this franchise. It was 20 minutes ago before it was confirmed real. And I see some people on Twitter that I like in Mavericks Twitter. They are live on Twitter right now. Shout out to Jason Gallagher. He's got 7,000 people in there. I got to tune in 1 second. I just keep thinking about everything, nigga. And I may have to make another video in like when I wake up in the morning after I dream about this. But this is one of the organizations that literally won a championship with the number one guy on their team not being an amazing defensive player. Like, it has happened, and it will happen again, right? It will happen again. Though defense does win championships, that I don't think that translates to your number one guy has to be defensive oriented, right? And maybe this is not a 1-to-1 because this guy also had, I mean, maybe it's closer to a 1-to-1, but like Steph Curry's never been a great defender, believe it or not. He's been average at best. He's a smaller guy. He works hard, but they were able to go get Klay Thompson at the peak of his powers, who's a great defensive player. Draymond Green at a defensive player of the year. Iggy off the bench. Like, they've always been able to build defensive infrastructure around an average to subpar defender. You cannot convince me that could have been the recipe. Damn it, that was the recipe that you did at the deadline last year. Oh man. All right, I'm just waiting for more reports to come out. It seems like the whole league is surprised. CJ McCollum is tweeting about it. We're about to see LeBron James and Anthony Davis on the same team. Shout out to Rob Pelinka, because again, not only did he trade for Luka Doncic for now, he's traded for Luka Doncic for the next 10 seasons. And though we can agree that Luka Doncic does come into seasons out of shape, the man has been a walking 30-12 for 3 straight years. He's been an all-star since his sophomore season. He's been an all-NBA player every year outside of his rookie season that he has been healthy. And they traded that for Anthony damn bro. Hey, yeah, man. Laker Nation, again, y'all know no hardship, brother. You always got something going on.